Hey Capricorn, how are you doing? This reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. What is going on with the fabulous and most magical Capricorns? What do you need to know? What do you need to see for your highest good? Present time, the Five of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. What's coming towards you? The Six of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. What you are focused on is the Knight of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And your blocked and challenged position is the Ace of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And your outcome is the Nine of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Okay. Capricorn, let's clarify this and find out what is going on. Present time, you have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords, yes, can be betrayal, belittle, backstabbing. I'm also getting an element of picking and choosing your battles wisely and pursuing things that are more uplifting or what floats your boat. I'm also getting an element of lose the battle and at the end of the day, you will win the war. And what's coming towards you is the Six of Cups. And you know, the Six of Cups, yeah, can be fond memories, reminiscing when times were good, when times were fun, when times were easy. This could also be a person who is close to you. So this could have been your brother, cousin, aunt, whoever that either was talking behind your back or maybe there was harsh words being said. So we're going to clarify this and find out. This can also be some kind of like insecurities around pursuing something that you have in the back of your mind, like pursuing a goal. So there's something about you pursuing something, okay? Because that Knight of Cups is a proposal or a pitch or pursuing something that floats your boat. And there is a lot of chatter about this or a disagreement. And the Eight of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Well, the Eight of Pentacles could be who you are working with or who you're collaborating with, or there is a lot of talk behind you and it's almost like you have your head down. See how you have your head down, you're working here diligently, and behind you, there's smack talk. But this could also be a deep-rooted insecurity on what it is that you're working towards, a goal, a dream. This is also a need to cut out the chit-chat. Something about cutting out the chit-chat and being unbothered. Let's see what this Six of Cups is. There also could be loud noise about children. So Six of Cups could be like your children being like, hey, blah, 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 blah. And you're distracted on what you're working on. So what is this Six of Cups? And the Eight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Well, the Eight of Swords is self-imposed prison, feeling stuck, tied, trapped in some kind of past pattern or a past situation. Eight of Swords can also be somebody who is thinking about you a lot, or you're thinking about a past situation. Okay, so what is this Knight of Cups? Knight of Cups is a proposal or a pitch, or you pursuing that things that float your boat. So what is this Eight of Swords? You have a past person who thinks about a situation a lot. Somebody also is like naysaying, talking smack behind your back about what you're working. Something about your back. And the Ace of Wands. Oh, that's a beautiful energy. The Ace of Wands is about news, communication, empowering oneself, and being quite confident and inspired. This is inspiration, creativity, passion, pursuing some kind of passion and happiness. Cutting your losses with some kind of work element, but they're also coming towards you is feeling stuck working possibly with children, or there's suffocation, like something here is stunting your growth. In the blocked and challenged position is this Ace of Pentacles. Now, Ace of Pentacles is a seed to plant. This is also new house, new job, new commitment, new career path. So there could be something about being very quiet and pursuing something more creatively. And then there's smack talk behind your back about what you're working on, like a goal or a dream or something even from childhood. And this Ace of Pentacles is a new seed or a lump sum. So if this is something about needing to get out of a work dynamic, there's like a lump sum here. Or the seed. The seed's already planted, you just can't see it. There's noise. Okay, what is this Ace of Pentacles in the blocked and challenged position? And the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Queen of Wands is typical court card for Aries. So let's talk about the Queen of Wands in the upright. The Queen of Wands is a motivator, a go-getter, an action taker. This is also asserting oneself, taking bold, brave action, making bold, brave, also bold, brave movement. But when I get the Queen of Wands in the blocked and challenged position, this is like a loss of passion, a loss of drive, a loss of, confidence, low self-esteem. But that's the illusion. Because Queen of Wands is really, really super duper alluring and sexy. Something that you were quite passionate about. I'm also getting a situation where a person maybe pursued you, and this could have been at work, or was distracting you. This is my attention seeker. This is somebody who's thirsty for attention. And this had big potential. So something here had big potential. But it almost like it felt like it didn't have liftoff, because in the blocked and challenged position is the Ace of Pentacles, and up top is the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands could be just the wand, okay? Like just the wand, wink, wink. But that can also be, if you want new house, new job, new commitment, new career path, you have to assert yourself. I'm also getting something about a certification. So maybe you need to take a course or a class. And maybe that's something you're working through or working on. But there's some kind of like poo-pooing what you're working on. You got chatter here in the background. See how this person's doubting? It can also be your own doubt, because this Nine of Swords creeps in here. Nine of Swords is anxiety, worry, insomnia, sleepless nights, thinking worst case scenario when worst case scenario doesn't happen. And you aren't the thoughts that you think. So there's something about breaking an old, outdated pattern as far back as childhood. So maybe, your cousin or whoever, your uncle, said you weren't good enough at doing something. And I remember, I think it was somebody told me the story where they really wanted to be a teacher, and the only reason why they didn't pursue being a teacher when they became after school and went in college, or to even go to college, she felt dumb as a child, dumbed down. But that's not true. Most people who are very creative or talented or skilled come from nothing. And the entrepreneurs sometimes are not the most smartest people in the room. I'm not saying you're not smart. I'm just thinking of a situation with the Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, like anxiety, worry. Like worry is also self-sabotaging behavior towards yourself. So this stress and worry. So stress less, and the Six of Cups is like something about play, wanting to play. And the Seven of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Well, the Seven of Swords can be strategy, making swift, quick movements and not telling people your beeswax. Nine of Swords can also be a person around you. Something about hiding in the dark. Or a person around you. It almost feels like you can feel this person's energy. This is like a liar, cheater, stealer, thief. It means what is robbing your time, money, energy, and focus, and deceptive behavior towards yourself because of these thoughts. Seven of Swords can also be a person has a hidden agenda or a motive. So when a person has an agenda, let's just say I want something from you here, Capricorn, but I'm not giving you anything in returns. I just want something from you. So I'm going to come in, charm you, right? And pursue you. And then when I get something that I want, I'm just going to leave, right? Something didn't get off the ground, right? Something had huge potential, but that can also be your huge potential. And something of a childhood thing that happened in your past robs your attention and focus. Could have been like a sibling. It could have been, you know, manager, supervisor that said you were shit. Or this is about you owning it. Queen of Wands is about sensuality, sexuality, your solar plexus. So let's see what this Five of Swords is and this Eight of Pentacles. So you have naysayers and gossipers, or this is what you're worried about. Worried about what your friends and family think of you pursuing guitar lessons. But you love it. It makes you feel good. Let's see what this. Or there's something about cutting your losses with the work element. Lose the battle, and at the end of the day, you will win the war. Five of Swords can also be somebody who's trying to bait or hook you back into a dynamic. So remember what happened in the past, right? So there's something about worried. This could also be worried about your children or worried about your fur babies. And the Page of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Well, the Page of Pentacles is about news, communication, study, and research. Digging up the dirt. Somebody here is worried about you digging up the dirt or finding something. And it has something to do with their past. Maybe somebody was a major cheater in the past or something here. Page of Pentacles is also your soul longing and desiring for more in life. What is the Six of Cups and Eight of Swords? Somebody here really thinking a lot about a past situation. Or there is a past pattern, a past thought that loops around in your head over and over and over again here, Capricorn, and it is self-sabotaging you from pursuing a different goal or to pursue something altogether. Just like I was saying about that person I know that back in the day, I remember she goes, I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to, go teach children, but I didn't think I was smart enough. But the Page of Pentacles grows into the King of Pentacles. I'm also getting something about apprenticeship. Or this could be like working with your child. And the Moon. Major Arcana 4, Pisces. Also read that as Cancer. And then you have the Six of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Well, the Moon card is about mystery, secrecy, Same thing with that Seven of Swords. Somebody has a secret here that they don't want to expose, or you. That Moon card is also intuition and needing to trust your first initial gut feeling. Moon card is also get out of your comfort zone. Everything you want, dream of, and desire is to try something you've never tried. Everything you want, dream of, and desire is where the magic lies. So doing something new to get a different result. The Eight of Swords and the Moon is also hidden enemies, shady, somebody being shady, dark and shady, deceptive behavior, mental health, ill health. So maybe you have been struggling with mental health or ill health, or you have a child around you. Maybe you work with children that struggle with mental health, ill health, or maybe that's something you want to pursue. Maybe you struggled with mental health, ill health as a child, and this is something that you want to give back. So somebody is like lost in the past, but it keeps patterning over and over and over again. Hidden enemies. And the Six of Wands. This is in your focus. Quiet. Seven of Swords is not talking. Nine of Swords is thinking a lot, stressing a lot, worried. Eight of Swords is not talking. Moon card, not talking. Six of Cups is past. And then in your focus, such beautiful energy. In your focus is when you pursue a dream that you have, dream a little dream here, Capricorn, pursuing something that floats your boat, you are going to get the recognition and reward for this. This is also news or communication and excitement in the air. A pitch or a proposal. That can also be something that you have to announce or you have to do at work and you're afraid to do it. But this is also a raise, a promotion, or really putting yourself out there, pursuing some kind of goal and doing things that float your boat, empowering oneself. This is also completion, closure, hitting some kind of midpoint or milestone in your life and setting yourself free. Feeling the freedom. Six of Wands is a beautiful energy as well. About socializing more, so needing to get out and socializing. What is this Ace of Pentacles and this Queen of Wands in the blocked and challenged position? Something didn't take root or didn't get off the ground. This could also be something about a person thirsty for your attention. Could be an attention seeker. And the Ten of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Well, the Ten of Cups in the upright is returning to good health and healing and financial recovery. So there is something of a situation in the blocked and challenged position, possibly tied up, money tied up in some kind of family work dynamic, or this Queen of Wands who could have anger, rage, or is longing and desiring for people's attention. And then this is somebody who's not returning to good health and healing, not financially recovering something. I'm also getting an imbalance in some kind of commitment. This could be you staying in a relationship because there's children. But I'm getting something about like when you're working, something about distracted by talking or something about the noise. That can also be here, returning to good health and healing and financial recovery is a journey for you to be taking. So whatever this journey is, you needing to assert oneself and be confident in your skin. I'm also getting somebody knocked your confidence. And so now you're worried about like, what if my neighbors think about me? Like, what is my uncle going to think about me? pursuing a goal that I want to pursue. It could be, you know, taking guitar lessons and you're embarrassed and shy about this. But this Nine of Swords, somebody also has an embarrassing secret. Especially with the Moon card. Moon card is secret, not talking about a child, or there's something here. And the Two of Swords. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. It almost feels like somebody here just wants to outrun their problems. Two of Swords is always two directions. You have two directions. But thinking about the problem doesn't solve the problem. Taking action solves the problem. But Queen of Wands is a gold digger, an action taker, a motivator, an inspiration. Or maybe this is something you want to do. You want to be a motivator or an inspiration to others. But maybe somebody in your past didn't make you feel that way. Like, because Ten of Cups is like family, home, belonging, loss of passion, and something didn't get off the ground, or you're waiting for like a payout, something about money, payment. Two of Swords. One's a truth, one is an illusion. What is the illusion? Well, fear is loud and in your face. Your intuition is soft and subtle. So don't dismiss your intuition. Give me another. Oh, and then under here is the Six of Cups. So something about a past situation, a past pattern, or somebody here is secret, possibly has some kind of motive or an agenda, and you're avoiding this past person. But you can still feel their energy. Something about a past situation, it's still stemming. A past situation, so this could be between you and your aunt, or you and your cousin, or you in an old relationship, stuck in the past. Maybe this person is stuck in the past. Maybe this is all they talk about is the past. I'm also getting something about a child that might be a sandwich short of a picnic around you. So this could be like one of your children, and then you have another child here who's like thriving and pursuing things and getting a ton of positive feedback, positive attention. That's the whole thing about not feeling good enough. Or maybe that this happened in your family. Let's just say like me and my sibling. Well, I always thought that they had so much attention on them and they were so much like prettier than me and stuff like that. That's still ingrained from childhood. So there is something about like childhood trauma, or somebody here is very childish, man child, woman child. So their like growth is stunted. Death card, Five of Pentacles, moving away from codependency or lack. And this is also a change in transition. It's like moving away from a past situation. Succeeding by pursuing things that make you happy, rather than marinating in something of a looping thought that is deceptive towards you from a past situation. Because you have two past cards. I'm also getting somebody maybe past, or let's just say that a person you loved passed early in life. Maybe, you know, your dad or your mom or something like that. You think about this person a lot, but they also take up a lot of inventory, unnecessary inventory all the time. Because maybe you're like, yeah, you know, my dad, like when he was alive, he always told me to work hard and all this kind of stuff. You won't make any money being a band player. And maybe you're thinking about that. It doesn't have to be that scenario, but this is how it feels. And it says envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. That's all you need to know. And that's kind of like what it looked like. It was like, I want to be a teacher when I was a little girl. And I was like, oh, why didn't you pursue it? And she goes, because I thought I was dumb. The teachers told me I was dumb, and I was like, you're the smartest person I know. But that's the whole thing. That's the illusion of it. If you can imagine it in your mind and hold it in your thoughts, why wouldn't it exist? You just have to create it. Envy. I am the same as everybody else, but with different challenges. So that's as me as well. We all got issues here. Nobody is free from issues. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Fear is all over the board. Or somebody around you is an anxious, walking, nervous person. Maybe it is your child. Maybe you're trying to help your child of like overcoming this. And it says courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with courage, with confidence. Sorry. Confidence is in your blocked and challenged position. Queen of Wands is sexy. She don't give a flying flip-flop to the flip of what anyone thinks of he or she. They just take that bold, brave action. So Queen of Wands is very desired. But I'm also getting an energy of like, you care too much of what your external environment thinks. So that's why you don't pursue something you want. And so you self-sabotage yourself by hearing this little voice in your head that, you know, Capricorn can't do that because, you know, Grandpa always told me just to stick to the basic work. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So going along to get along in some kind of work dynamic, you might be lying to yourself, right? So Seven of Swords is lying and avoiding on wanting to be honest with a person from your past. Or maybe this person lied to you as a child. So maybe you're always self-sabotaging relationships, walking on eggshells, feeling nervous all the time around people, sweating, and then you self-sabotage the relationships thinking they might be a liar. But what if they're not? And it says purpose. I know what I am here to do because you have purpose. You have purpose in this world. Just give something a voice. Not talking about it, not talking about it, not talking about it. So the swords paralyze you in thought. But the wands are about creating action, pursuing something that makes you happy. The dreamer lives in a fantasy world, can manifest things easily. Delusion, spiritually gifted, needs to find balance. An open third eye. This can also be some kind of an awakening. Like waking up to your surroundings and being like, oh, I've been here for a long time. This doesn't feel good to me anymore. Whatever it is. The dreamer. I'm also getting something about dream a little dream. Dream a little dream. It's right there. But you still have to create it. The wild one, unbothered by others' opinion, lives to the beat of their own rules, rebellious, up to trying new things, eccentric style, and unconventional spirit. The mysterious one, very private, doesn't share life openly, detective, undercover, person of a few words, can be secretive, leaves others wondering. So this can also be somebody who thinks about you a lot, like I said, and they've been avoiding you or you've been avoiding them because they don't know where they stand with you. Something about like, yeah, pass. And also something has passed, like, I can't get past this thought. I can't get past this feeling. The picky one, would rather be alone, doesn't let others in easily, highly selective in love, rejects suitors often, too busy to be bothered, dreamy and unattached. The mean girl, gossips about others, may be an ex or the other woman, cold-hearted, projects perfect persona, silent backstabber, and may be popular. That's that noise in the background. Fine, seek out information that will help you. So Page of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards in the deck. It's because you're adding something new to your routine to get a different result. So it could be like taking a course or seek out information that can help you. Okay, so let's just say you want to calm your mind and not be so anxious all the time. We'll start small. And then it says, Quill, get back to the basics. Yes, start small. Getting back to the basics is about neutralizing things, simplicity. Dragon, beware of the self-delusion. And that is, beware of the outdated stories that you tell yourself. I'm too fat, I'm too ugly, nobody likes me, right? So you got to pump your own tires here. Or, you know, I can't be a good boss. You know, some crappy employee told me I was a bad boss. It was one person. Let it go. Grapes, time to go out and have fun. That's pursuing something and feeling happy. Dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. So it might be them thinking. They don't know how to approach you and they don't know how to talk to you. They don't know how to open up this can of worms. And like I was saying, there's like worry, thinking about this a lot, like going to bed and thinking about this. And well, great worry over nothing. What a waste of time. Thoughts. It says, Dragon, beware of self-delusion, because not all the thoughts you think are real. And Diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Gong, an exciting event. Go to it. It's going to be fun. Okay, Capricorn, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe. And if you want to book a private reading with me, you can also do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website. You can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.